people shoot for fun. AK-47 beat and 3 stripe AK-15.
Alright guys, today's video is the long-awaited video. I'm going to be doing the video covering the modern Minuteman SHTF loadout, or what I consider my SHTF loadout. This is my go-to chest rig that I've built out for at least a 24-hour sustainment on its own. So if I'm wearing this chest rig and I for some reason get separated from my pack, my rucksack, my bug out bag, I'll be able to sustain myself, or I should be able to sustain myself with just this chest rig for at least 24 hours before I need to get to other resources or find help, or at least have my pack. I'm gonna show you everything that's on this rig, cover everything that it's used for, go into detail. I'm gonna lay it out on a table here shortly, but this is gonna be my chest rig loadout video, guys. This is, if you guys aren't aware what this chest rig is, this is just a TAPS chest rig. This is a USMC TAPS chest rig. So they make this for the Marine Corps, they make this for the Army, they may make this for the Air Force, but I think it's just for the Army and the Marines. But yeah. Basically, it's a military issued chest rig that I did a bunch of upgrades to. It does not come like this. As you guys can see, I got the Spirit System stuff on it and a bunch of other things. But I'll explain to you guys the upgrades here shortly, going throughout the video. But yeah, if you guys do go on to enjoy today's video, be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe for more content like this. And let's get into the video. Essentially, like I said, guys, this chest rig is just meant for a 24-hour sustainment and enough ammo to sustain a firefight. God forbid that's what we get into, but it's not really meant for getting into a firefight, right? It's just meant to sustain you. That's why we got food and water and things like that on it, and admin gear. So I'm gonna lay this out on the table, show you guys what the chest rig looks like laid out flat, and then I'm gonna start taking certain items out and showing you guys detailed breakdown of what we have in it and why we use it, explaining certain aspects of the kit. Okay guys, so as the chest rig sits complete, this is how it looks here. This is the full loadout chest rig on the TAPS. If you lay it flat, this is how it's gonna look right here. But what we got on here is we essentially got 24 hours worth of sustainment, like I told you guys. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a detailed breakdown going from the outside in on both sides. So I'm gonna start from both canteen pouches, moving inside, also describing what gear is behind them inside the pouch, mag pouches, and in the admin pouches below, behind the mag pouches. You know, I'll explain more detail if you guys aren't aware on how this chest rig is built, because it's a TAPS chest rig. So if you guys are aware with the TAPS, then you know what I mean by the admin pouches on your chest. But essentially, we're going to give you a detailed breakdown on the gear. So starting from the outside, we have these military surplus OCP canteen pouches, right guys? So both of these carry one canteen each. So I carry 2 canteens on my chest rig, guys. So I carry 1 canteen on that side and 1 canteen on this side, right? That's a total of 2 canteens in the chest rig. Also in one of the canteen pouches, I keep a metal canteen cup. This is kind of hard to pull out, but I'll pull it out for you guys and jimmy it back in just a second. Right here, so we keep one of these metal canteen cups. This could be used if we have to purify water or whatever the case may be. This could be very useful in a survival scenario, and it has a lot of usages. So it's great to have in there, and it fits great in this pouch with the canteen cup. One more thing I want to mention about these 2 canteen cups is, if you guys notice, these are not original military surplus canteen cups. The reason I changed them out is because those original canteen cups, the plastic ones that have been around since like the Vietnam days, are horrible. They're not bad for like general usage. They're very durable and they're gonna last a long time, but they're horrible to drink water out of, to tell the truth. They're gonna make your water taste like boiled plastic. I don't know how to describe it, but it just tastes like plastic constantly, and it makes your water almost taste hot even when it's cold. It's a weird chemical taste that you guys are not gonna like in the field or camping or whatever the case may be. So make sure you guys get you some backup canteens that fit the same footprint as the USGI canteens. These are canteens by the Nalgene company. I don't know if you guys could read that. Let me get behind the camera real quick. Right there, canteens by Nalgene. So these are made in the USA, as you can see. They should say Black Hawk on the bottom, but these are really good canteens. What I would do is I would just rattle can them to try to cut off some of the reflection. As you guys can see, these are pretty shiny, but when you rattle can it, it kind of cuts off some of that reflection that's on the bottom. So it just makes it more matte colored. But you could either rattle can it, or you could just leave it in the canteen pouch. It has a cover on it. I'll show you that right now. If you guys decide to not rattle can it, it's just gonna look like that. It's just gonna have a cover that goes over the top of the flap of the pouch. That one also has a cover on the pouch. I just tucked it behind the pouch because I just wanted to rattle can it and have easier access to that canteen. That's the only reason I did it specifically that way. So, nothing special. Those are just military surplus canteen pouches. You guys can get those off of eBay. They're very easy to find. I got those from One Thief Surplus. If you guys want to check them out, shout out One Thief Surplus. All right, guys. Next thing I want to talk about is what I have in these little surplus canteen pouches. All right. So in the pouches that come, not the actual canteen, but the canteen pouch. I know I'm saying canteen a lot, but in this pouch, it has a lot of little cool side pockets. So in this one side pocket right here, I just keep my multi-tool, my Leatherman Wave, right? So this has side pockets in the canteen pouches right here that are about, they could probably hold whatever you want, Zins, pack of cigarettes, some mints, some coffee, whatever the case may be. It's very useful. So I keep a multi-tool in there, and then the other, I keep them in both sides. So I'll show you what I keep in these little pouches. Like I told you guys, I'm just gonna go from the outside in. So on this one, I keep like a fire starting kit. So I'll just pull that out real quick and show you guys. All right, that pouch that we just pulled stuff out of that I just showed you guys that we just keep the fire starting kit in. We just keep some dryer lint, ferrocerium rod, lighter with some duct tape to it, and some sawdust that's impregnated with Vaseline. This is a great fire extender. If you guys didn't watch my video talking about fire tenders and fire extenders, well, it wasn't a whole video, but I mentioned it in one of my videos. There's a difference between a fire tender and a fire extenders. A fire extender will get your fire to burn longer, but it's not going to be easily ignited like a fire tender. That's what this dryer lint is very good for, because the dryer lint will spark quick, but this will burn way longer. So you get this spark quick, you put this on top of it, and then you get some twigs and you got a fire going. Or there's other ways around that, but all together with this little kit right here, I got a nice little fire starting kit that I keep in one of these little pouches, okay? So in this canteen pouch, we have some water purification tablets right here. So these are good to have. Like I said, you can put one of these per canteen, will purify your water, okay? So that's all you need. It's very simple, very easy to understand. These are aqua tabs, so I keep a bunch of these in there. So these are good to have. Make sure you guys have these, very essential. We also have some face paint, some camo, combat paint, camo paint, whatever you want to call it. This isn't the best face paint, but I have used it. It works decently enough, okay? I have some pictures I could throw up of me right now wearing it in the summertime. It works decently. You just may have to reapply it a couple times throughout the day, but most face paint gets rubbed off and sweats off eventually anyways, so that's what I keep in there, some face paint and some water purification tablets. On the other side, on the other pouch, we keep some drink packs. So we keep some caffeine pouches, some caffeine packs, some Pure Kick Energy, blood orange flavor, some liquid IV, and we keep a few of those. So that's what we keep on both canteen pouches on each side, as you guys can see. I keep some liquid IV, some caffeinated drink mixes, some water purification tablets, and some camo face paint. My Leatherman lighter and a fire starting kit. That's what goes in the canteen pouches. This is just to start so far. We still got a lot more to cover in the chest rig, right? But so far, this is what we have. Moving forward, that's all for just the canteen pouch loadout. So I'm gonna slide this stuff to the side, clear up some room, and I'm gonna show you guys some more stuff in here. We're gonna get to the admin pouch shortly. Right here, this should go without being said. These are just gloves. These are just some old 511 gloves I had sitting around. I just had these on here pinned with one of those like military surplus C-clamp clips or something. I'm not sure what it's called, but it came with the chest rig, so I used it. Yeah, so that's what we got there. We just have some way to affix a pair of gloves. So if we're using our weapon system and it gets real hot, or we're in a cold environment, we have a way to protect our hands. Whatever the case may be, it's good to have gloves on your chest rig, okay? Right here, we have a IFAK. So you guys can see the red cross. We have some trauma shears right behind those, and we have this IFAK that just has a quick open. So you open it like that, you pull this little loop, and then it opens everything in there. I'm sure you guys know what an IFAK is, so I don't really want to open all of that because it's very tightly packed, but it has everything in there from tourniquets, chest seals, wound packing gauze, emergency trauma dressings, pressure dressings, you know, things like that. So it's a full, extensive IFAC from North American Rescue. Make sure you guys are getting all your gear from a reputable dealer like North American Rescue, okay? But that's what we have in that pouch right there, in the IFAC pouch, okay, guys? It's just, I know it's not too sexy because I'm not showing exactly what's in it. If you guys want, I'll throw a couple images what my IFACs look like. I got an IFAC breakdown video if you want to watch that. It's one of my very first videos where I emptied one of my IFACs or my daily carry IFAC. But I'll show you guys that in that video. But all I keep in there is some medical gear. Behind here, in this little pouch right here, you guys could see it. If I pull these out, it says TQ. I don't know if it could show that on camera. If you guys zoom in or pause, it should say TQ in black. There's just a tourniquet right there. You can see that. I just keep a tourniquet in there. Okay, so that's a tourniquet that sits behind the IFAC. And within the IFAC, we have a tourniquet as well. So we have two tourniquets directly right there, okay? Going to the center, we're gonna show you guys the admin pouch. And this is where a lot of the sweet stuff, some of the important stuff comes in. All right, so breaking open the admin pouch, we got our rangefinder. This is just a Vortex rangefinder. It goes up to 1,000 yards. I forget what it's called. I think it's the Vortex Impact, but yeah, it's a decent rangefinder. Get you one. All right, right here, we got a Right in the Rain. We got a Right in the Rain, and we got some pens attached to it and a mini pen inside there. It looks a little funky, but it works. It stays in place. All right, got a Right in the Rain, got a Vortex rangefinder. Right here, we got some bank line, okay? This could be used for lots of different things, building shelter, fixing things together, whatever the case may be. It's good to have some cordage. This is it's called Kevlar cord. I just ordered bank line on Amazon, okay? So that's what that is. Hope you guys are tracking. All right, right here, we got a lensatic compass. So this is just our compass. This is what we use. Obviously, you guys need things for land nav. So make sure you guys got you a good compass. This is my lensatic compass right here. Right here, I have a water filtration system. So this fits inside there. So this is a 3-liter water bladder that I keep in there folded up real nice. This goes in there, and this is the water filter that screws into it. If you guys want to know about this water filtration system that I keep with my chest rig, this is a Catadine Be-Free water filter. I keep this on my Amazon storefront if you want to check it out as well with this 3-liter bag. You compare them together. This screws open and you just thread it in there. I'm not going to take them out the bag to do it right now, but you just take the cap off of here. You just let it hang to the side and you just screw this cap on there, and that's how that works, okay? It's real simple. But that's that right there. That's my filter system. The bag may look a little yellow because it changes color over time just because the nature of plastic. We got some more markers for the map writing, right? So we got some markers. Those go for our Right in the Rain or for our maps. I'll show you guys the map in a second. I'm not gonna actually show you the map, but I'll show you where we keep the map. Right here, we got an extra magazine. Right now, I just got a 20 round in there, but you could fit a 30 round at the bottom of there as well. Same space for enough of it. Got some extra pens in here, right, to go with our Right in the Rain. Have a mini pocket protractor. I got this from what's their name? Their website isn't their YouTube channel, but P&W Gorilla. So shout out P&W Gorilla. If you guys haven't checked out their website, they sell a bunch of military surplus. They also sell these pocket protractors that are good for UTM grids. So make sure you guys check that out. I use this protractor. It's good for land nav. I know this is getting kind of messy right here, so sorry for the messy layout, but I'm trying to show you guys and tell you the breakdown as I go, okay? So as you see, we got our Right in the Rain stuff, our water filter, our cordage, and this is everything that we keep in our admin pouch. It's kind of loaded, I know, but also in here, and the last thing we have is this little dummy corded flashlight. Okay, so we could use this to read the map if we want. It has a red light feature. It's an O light, so I know you guys hate on O light, but it's a nice little flashlight. Okay, you double tap it for a red light feature. If you want white light, you just tap it once and it gives you instant white light. But if you want red light, tap it twice and you get instant red light. It's a good feature. I keep it dummy corded inside the admin pouch, so if I need to, I could read my notes on my Right in the Rain or read my marks on the map or where I'm going, whatever the case may be. It's good to have right here. Okay, so that's what we keep in there. It's USB rechargeable by USB-C, so if you want to, you can carry an extra little slim battery bank inside this admin pouch as well, but that's what I keep at the bottom. essentially that's all inside the admin pouch. It's empty right now, guys, but I would show you if I could, but this is, I'm working with the area we got, okay? It's gonna be a drawn out video. It's gonna probably be one of my longer videos I've ever done, but I promise you guys I'm gonna do this gear breakdown video. So, this is what we got in the admin pouch so far. Outside of the canteen pouches, as you guys can see in the canteen pouches, we keep the Leatherman right there with our fire starting kit, all that stuff, the lighter, the ferrocerium rod, and all that goes with the canteen in the canteen pouch. In the admin pouch, we keep everything from here, from the rangefinder, the magazines and all that, the Right in the Rain, the corded, the compass, the protractor, the water filter, the water filtration bag. And yeah, that's what we keep in the other canteen pouch right there, is the water purification tablets, some face paint, and some drink mixture. So if you want to flavor your drink after it's been contaminated with water purification tablets, okay? So there's a couple more items in the chest rig I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to flip it around. I'm going to show you guys what we keep in these two pouches right there. They're kind of squeezed together and hidden, but I'm going to show you what's in there, and I'm going to tell you basically what's left on the chest rig, okay? So what else we got in here is in this pouch right here. This is a military surplus tourniquet pouch. So this is a U.S. Army surplus tourniquet pouch. It's it's not a common tourniquet pouch when you look up tourniquet pouches, but it's very useful, and you see how quick I opened it. I don't want to open it because it's kind of weird to fold and close, but you just open it like that. I'll just open it for you guys. You just open it like that, pull it open, and then you got access to your tourniquet. You just pull that out. You guys see the tourniquet right there, right? And then you just fold it back together, and then pull the buckle down, and then you just buckle it. It's real simple. Sometimes it gets all bundled up, but I'll fix that up later. Right here we keep a spouch. Right here we keep a spud pouch from Spiritus Systems, right? This pouch is pretty expensive, I won't lie, but it is very versatile and useful, and I like the look of their 3D leaf system. That's kind of why I got it. I'm not gonna lie, it just looks cool. It's hype, you know? All right, so half of the battle is looking cool. So right here we just keep 2 extra mags right here. So these are 77 grain Black Hills. So I just keep 2 extra mags of some heavier ammo right there. I keep that designated so I know my heavier ammo is right there. The rest of my ammo is just going to be some 55 grain PMC X-Tech. But that's what we keep in those 2 pouches, okay guys? Yeah, as well, if I didn't mention this already on the chest rig, guys, you guys could zoom in on the video, or I'll do a little crop shot, show you guys what it looks like. I'll zoom in on this for you guys. I just keep some Ranger beads affixed to my one of my shoulder straps so I could count my paces. I have the Ranger beads covered right now with one of the straps just so it's held a little bit more securely, but if I wanted to, I'll just loosen it up, let it dangle so I could actually use the beads, and then when I'm done, I'll strap it back up so it's tight to my shoulder. But yeah, I just don't want it dangling loose. But right here we keep some Ranger beads to use along with our land navigation kit to keep pace of how far we've been going, okay? Right here, if I already didn't mention that, on the shoulder strap, this is a push to talk by Tigert Outdoors. So I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, or Tigert Outdoors, something like that. But you guys could purchase this on Amazon. It's nothing fancy, it's nothing super high speed, but I'm not a super high speed guy. I don't claim to be. I'm not in the military, I'm not special forces, but I'm a prepared citizen, and I like to have what I need to have to get things done, and in order to train necessarily, okay? In order to train how I can as a prepared citizen. So that's what this is right here. This is what me and some of my guys use. It just has a little push to talk right there. I don't know if you guys could hear that, but that's the little button right there. Yeah, so it just has a little push to talk. Here's the little headphone jack right here. I have it tucked in and folded under the little like molly webbing, but if I want to, I just undo it and I plug it into my radio. It's just a simple Baofeng ham radio if you guys want to see it. So that's that right there. Like I said, it's nothing too fancy. I'm not a super high speed guy. I just like to have what I need to have to get things done in order to be a prepared citizen and try to practice what I deem as preparedness, you know, doing the things and being properly prepared and peeling the whole onion as a prepper, whatever you want to call it. I call this the modern Minuteman SHTF loadout. So yeah, it's more geared for sustainment, for a 24-hour sustainment, but it has multiple usages. All right, I think I essentially covered almost everything. All I got left to show you guys is the magazine. So I keep, let me get this over here before we make a mess. Essentially covers everything. All I have left to show you guys is the magazines, and I just keep 8 magazines in here loaded. So I keep, like I said, one of them is a 20 rounder. So I keep 7 30-round magazines, and I keep 1 20-round magazine. So we keep a total of 8 mags, but 7 30-round mags, okay? One of them is right here, so I'll take that out if you guys want to see it. So it doesn't look like I can't count, but that's how many magazines we keep on the chest rig, guys. That's our mag loadout. I give you guys a little over the table view right now if you guys want to look at the gear. That's what it looks like, right? So we keep 7 30-round mags, right? And then 1 20-round mag. Like I said, you guys can change that for a 30. So you guys can have a full 8 30-round mags. I just keep that in there to save weight. And if I need to get prone, I have a feature to do that with a smaller magazine, and it just takes up less space in the admin pouch as well. But you can fit one of the 30s in the bottom of the admin pouch, right? But that's essentially the gear loadout, guys. I'm gonna show you some more of the admin gear I keep in the back, and some more of the sustainment I have in the rear pouches of the taps in just a second. All right, guys, I know it kind of looks like a mess right here now. It is kind of a mess for me, and I'm gonna clean this up once this video is done for you guys. But flipping the taps rig directly over, you guys are gonna find 3 pouches, 3 cells on the back. These have abilities to carry whatever you want to carry in them, but I carry what I carry in them as my personal wants and needs for my items. So right here, I keep some pre-stage cordage. So I just keep a little bit of paracord in this bundle right here I could use for building shelter. I have it right there specifically to pair up a shelter if I need to in an expedient manner. So I keep that right there. It's just a little bit of paracordage that I just keep bundled up. All right. Right here, I keep an emergency blanket, emergency poncho. This is actually one of the quality ones. It's not one of the little shitty silver ones that you see at Walmart or at the dollar store. This one is by the company SOL. If you get these on Amazon, this one actually has more of a stretchiness to it. I actually tested it, and this one is harder to rip, and it doesn't just shred like nothing, okay? Like wet toilet paper. Those other ones are really shitty. This one's quality. You could use this in an emergency situation. Great for TCCC if you need it, if someone's going into shock, okay? And it could also be used for emergency shelter in a dire situation as well. So this is good to have. All right, another thing I keep in here is gonna be my maps. So I'm not gonna show you guys that, but we keep some maps in here. I do have them. What I will show you guys, I'm not gonna show you my maps, but I keep the maps in basically a binder paper liner. So if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, I'll throw some pictures of them up here. They're just paper protectors, but you could use them great as map protectors. And if you want to seal it off and keep it waterproof, just get a vacuum sealer and use the heat seal part of it and seal the ends right where the paper exits, or right where the sleeve opens, and you guys will get a waterproof, almost like a laminate map holder. But yeah, that's my map right there. Okay, and then in here, I also just keep a little cinnamon roll, all right? Or a cinnamon bun, one of the MRE cinnamon buns. Like I said, you guys need calories for sustainment. If I'm gonna have water, I want something to eat as well. Okay, so that's what I keep in those back rear pouches. Like I said, they're just admin pouches. I keep my map in there. I keep my ride in the rain. I keep my marker, and I keep my land nav, rest of my land nav stuff in the admin pouch up front. But that's what I keep in those back pouches. And then in this last third one, I keep some protein. You know, keep some packs of tuna. These are in here pretty tight, but I'll take them out to show you guys. So keep a chicken salad and a little tuna salad packet. So these will last for a long time. They have a long-term storage the way they're packed right here. I just fold these down, keep them there if I need. I always have some protein on me. What is in here? At least 30 grams of protein, okay? So it's better than nothing. I'm not gonna starve. Like I said, guys, it's only for 24 hours for sustainment, not 24 hours. I'm bulking and going to the gym. So this is meant to keep me alive in a dire scenario. This is not luxury living supplies, but this is essential sustainment survival Minuteman SHTF loadout gear. So that's essentially the loadout, guys. Right now the table looks kind of messy, so let me clean some of this up and wrap it up in just a second. Okay, now that I'm back from the 200 years it took me to clean up that table. That's essentially the TAPS chest rig, guys. This is my modern Minuteman SHTF loadout, or my 24-hour sustainment chest rig. This is what I've been telling you guys about I've been saying I'm gonna do a gear review on this, and this is what I use in conjunction with my rucksack, my bug out bag, or whatever you wanna call it. This is what's gonna go with it, okay? I'm not gonna use this with the plate carrier or the rucksack. I'm gonna use this with the rucksack and the chest rig together. That's a conjunction loadout. You know, they're used within one system. The plate carrier can be used as on its own, but it's a different system with different purpose behind the usage. But since we've already put you guys through this long drawn out video, and you guys have been here for who knows how long so far, I don't know how long this video drawn out to be, but we already got about 40 minutes of footage, believe it or not. I'm gonna tell you guys a few upgrades we did to this before we close out the video, just so you guys know. So when you get the TAPS chest rig, it is not gonna come with this harness right here. This is a harness from T-Rex Arms. So this is their H harness. As you guys can see, it looks like an H. If you can't see that. So this is the T-Rex Arms H harness. The one that comes with this TAPS rig from the US military or from their supplier is gonna come with what's called a Y harness. What I tell you to do is put that in the trash. Now, I still have it, but it's not very useful. Some guys, like some people will use it and run it and say it's valuable, but I will not recommend that you guys use the H harness. I recommend you get a good, sorry if I'm misspeaking, I will not recommend that you guys use the Y harness that comes with this rig. Get a good H harness is what I'm meaning to say. This H harness from T-Rex Arms is good. Beast Combat System sells one. What is it? There's a bunch of companies, but do your research, find ones that fit your needs, and you guys will find a good harness to replace this, okay? But you don't necessarily have to. It just has a lot more modularity. Like you can see with this harness, I could add my Ranger beads. It has Velcro on the back, so you could add patches if you want, if need be, whatever, your blood type patch or just some morale patches, whatever the case may be. Doesn't matter, it just has a lot of versatility, okay? Right here, it also has, if I didn't have all these molly looping right here, I wouldn't be able to have my own comm system. So with the Y harness, you can't even set up a comm system like this. So as you guys can see, it's by T-Rex Arms. They also make a knockoff one of this on Amazon by Cridex, but I've heard that the camos are off and it looks like, instead of real multicam, it's like that pink multicam, like that airsoft multicam that looks pink, and it's just not good. So most likely that stuff is made to low quality anyway, so I just coughed up the extra dollar, spent 90 bucks and got the good H harness. That is kind of expensive. You guys could get some cheaper ones, but for a good quality H harness, for a replacement for this rig, you're gonna spend anywhere from $60 to $80. If you're gonna get a good one, T-Rex Arms is like 90 bucks, it's not bad, okay? So yeah, that's what I keep on there. I like that one because it has a bunch of add-ons that I can add for my comms and things like Ranger beads and stuff like that. I also got their back strap, so this also came with it. This is one upgrade I did to it. So this is also from T-Rex Arms right here. So I did this within one order. That's why mine was kind of more expensive. But this is their back strap to attach to the buckles right here. So as you guys can see, these buckles right here, these buckles come with the TAPS rig. You guys add these right here and you do a little modification, and you could add this back strap along with this H harness, and you create a whole new chest rig that has a lot more modularity and a lot more usage. It looks more custom made and like a higher end chest rig, but it's really nice, it's really useful. But yeah, that's basically what I got for today, guys. It's been a long awaited video talking about the modern Minuteman SHTF loadout, or Minuteman kit, whatever you want to call it, my SHTF chest rig. Let me know if you guys went on to enjoy today's video. Let me know what you think of this whole setup, my breakdown, what I have in my kit, anything I might be missing, anything you have in your kit that we have similar. I'd love to have a conversation in the community, in the comment section below with you guys, okay? I think this is probably gonna be the longest video I've ever done here on the channel. So if you guys made it this far, I really commend you for that. If you made it this far, comment down AK-47. I don't know, that's just a random thing I'm gonna throw out there. AK-47 if you made it this far in the video. But yeah, like I said, I hope you guys wanted to enjoy it. I hope this wasn't too long of a video format for you guys. And yeah, I'll have more content coming out like this later on today or later this week involving prepping or things alike, or gun guide content. I may not release content that is this long in format as often, but I'm still gonna be releasing my same prepper talk videos talking about little side tangent and things like that. But like I said, hope you guys went on to enjoy it. This is FP out. it.